Hello everybody, this is OpenWorldAddict here, and this is actually take 2 of my first Modpack development video with me voicing over the original footage. My mic was not on, I didn't realize, and there was no audio for the original footage, and so here is me trying to voice over it, tell you what I was talking about. So I began the development video with a little background of the mod. So a while back I was playing around with the super flat desert world and having kind of trouble with it, and so I started installing mods using MultiMC, and after selecting different mods to compensate the desert, I actually started putting together this mod pack, and it was primarily for my own use, but I decided that since I may need some help with things that I have trouble with, that I might as well share it with the general community. And so this mod is mostly about surviving in the desert and transforming the desert world into something beautiful as well. It's mostly peaceful, focused on peaceful play, although it definitely can be played on regular difficulty levels. But that's not what it's designed for. And so I've added things like Britannia, Pan's Desert Craft, which is essential, Pan's Harvest Craft, Tinker's Construct, Thermal Extension I can't do without, neither can I do with Mine Factory Reloaded. As you see here, if you look, I go through the list of mods quickly coming up. But anyway, so this has been in development for the last couple of months, or actually almost a little bit more than a month. The idea I had, though, I've had it for a while. And this is one of the reasons why there hasn't been a lot of videos, is because I've been working on this mod pack. So some of the other, while I'm waiting for the video to go on, some of the other ones I have is Minecraft Comes Alive and Witchery. By the way, I have created a thread for this mod pack, and this pack is still in its prototype phase, which means that, to me, for personal use, it's still in beta. It's in beta, meaning that I just have to go through some quirks and stuff to make it playable, but for use, consumption by the public consumption, I think it's more like in prototype, not even alpha, because it has to be tested. It's still untested. I still have to contact the people whose mods I'm using, let them know that I am doing this, and ask for permission, and yada yada. You know, if you're familiar with Modpack, you know the drill. But that will be later, once I feel it's in a good position to go public. Here I'm going through the mods that I have installed, and there are more mods coming. Of course, HQM Hardcore Questing Mod is is an important one. And so you see the journey map, ex nihilo, which for this, so the desert is important. There's also biome world types, which you'll see when we create the world. That'll be important. And there's of course the must-haves. What am I looking at, as well as not enough items. Those are user interface mods that are essential. Excuse me. And I don't want a huge number of mods, so I do want to keep the number of mods down. So in a few moments we should be going back to, again, I don't remember what exactly word for word I was saying when I was recording this, and so I I can't keep up. Okay, so now we should be going into a new game, and as you see, it's important. You're gonna see it's important that when you go to create a new world, instead of just creating a new world like I'm showing, it's important to go into into the bio world types. It's important. It's important to go into the more world options and go through the world types until you select until you see desert, and select that world type, because if you don't, it's not gonna, the Modpack will not have the same effect. I hope in the future that that some people will be able to set it up so that you can limit what what world you select, or have this map that you can select, though keep it only to the desert world type, but that's for in the future. So here I am in the start of the desert world map, desert world. There's no map yet. And I did not start with a quest book, which is maybe a little bit of a bug, because I do have it set up to start in my inventory, but I had to do some tweaking to get the quest book in hand. Hopefully, when I do an actual test of this, I won't have that problem. I'll keep you updated. Oh, I also showed that when, just a few moments ago, when you go to set up Minecraft Comes Alive, you need to select none of these button, otherwise it'll start you in you'll start with the home or some other situation where it's not really starting from scratch. So here you see me going in and trying to go into creative mode to get the quest book into my hands. So soon enough, soon enough, I'm going to have the quest book up in my hands. And that is when during the video, I read the story to you from the quest book. But I had a story that I posted on the Feed the Beast that's in the thread in the Feed the Beast forums for this Modpack. And I will start reading to you now. So here's Fallen Star Path to Ascension. You belong to a divine race, one of many that have appeared at the beginning of time. Amongst your fellow divines, you have done many wondrous things, such as creating creatures of imagination, unique plant forms, interesting intelligent peoples, and shaping entire worlds. However, mistrust within your race runs high, as the potential for a divine to go corrupt is great, and corrupt divines have caused untold chaos and misfortune and suffering through the ages. Thus, any being that shows the potential for corruption is eliminated, no matter how good their intentions are, no matter how severe their act is. This is how you fell. It began with an intense competition between you and one of your siblings. Competition that always involves some sort of conflict between people, and this conflict led to heated arguments. After a while, the arguments became more and more confrontational until fighting began breaking out. It only took one fight to alert the others to what was happening, and they took immediate and harsh action. Both of you were banished from the group, stripped of your divinity, and sent to unique forsaken worlds to live out the rest of your lives as mortals. However, some divines have taken pity on you and seek to help you out, to give you a chance to redeem yourself and to regain your divine powers. They will be monitoring your progress and guiding you when possible. They have to be very cautious, because if their actions are discovered, they too will be banished. You awake on the desert world. Your powers of creation and controlling the elements are no more. Neither is your ability to fly through the air, space, and time. You are now mortal and have to attend to your hunger and thirst to survive. You only have a guidebook put on your body by other divines who pitied you, and you have one mission: find a way to turn this desert world into one full of life and civilization. Anyway, so that is the story of the Modpack, and the theme is, again, fallen God, fallen divine, and you're not only trying to survive and make a new life for yourself, but you're also trying to almost terraform this world into one of beauty, and with the hopes of eventually getting all your powers as a god back. So that is the idea and backstory of the Modpack. Now here I've already gone into some of the quests that I making. I believe it was surviving in the desert, which is basically your setup, then the power of creation, the power of levitation, the power of the will, and the power of immortality. I think I added one more of those since I don't think got saved, so they've been deleted. But there'll be something along those lines. Will those are the kind of quest lines will be in there. Basically, the first one will be about surviving in the deserts. Simple as that. It's not only a guide, but also gives you hints to all the mods that I've added to make surviving in the desert a little less frustrating. And then some of these lead to other paths. Like, the power creation will be mostly based off mods like Ex Nihilo and Britannia. There will be the power of the will, which will be magic mods. Magical powers and the power to go between worlds and fly in the air. There's Mistcraft, and so one will branch off the other, and there'll be some kind of progression. I don't mean for the quest to be an end all. They just for like a guide and a story. Once the quests are over, your character will be free to go where he pleases. So I'm just going through some of the quests that I've designed. One quest is getting wood. This quest in Pam's harvest crafts as cactus. The ability to get wooden planks from cactus. And so that's what this is about. And then the following ones are creating dirt with the Ex Nihilo barrows, as well as creating your own set of cactus tools with Tinker's Construct. I don't think. I have done a few more quests. Some of them have been put into the Power of Creation set. And they have to do with growing wood, growing flowers, starting up the Britannia in the desert, as well as Ex Nihilo. Delves more into that, whereas surviving will continue introducing you to ways of making it through the desert life. So I've done about 3 more quests than this video has shown, and I will have a new version of this in the coming week with the new quests. I do have to update the mods because I just noticed some of the mods need updating. So I will update some of the mods, but I'll have a new version of this uploaded by the end of the week, maybe next week, sometime next weekend. And so where I'm gonna have this is gonna be mostly Dropbox. All the links will be the link to Dropbox to Feed the Beast forum thread, as well as the third location you can get this. I have provided as a prototype to the Technic launcher, so you can get it on there as well. Just showing you the completion of the quest. Now, most of the rewards I gave, I tried to be balanced. Early rewards are definitely coal. I also give choice between coal and food, but the earliest reward is coal. Just to allow the player to create torches, because there isn't a lot of coal to begin with, and you don't have any wood to burn as fuel for charcoal, so unfortunately there's no natural way to get coal until you can maybe dig for it. So that's why I give coal as one of the first rewards, and many times the rewards will be coal or food. Though the quest rewards also give the player other things they'll need. Floral fertilizer. It will be impossible to get without giving it to the player first, so that's one of the quest rewards. I think that's for making dirt quests, as well as you get the first few stack of 20 tree saplings. And the quest for making the so the quest, the Secret Construct quest, the quest for making the tools, is the normal choice between the food and the coal. But yeah, I don't want to give you something that you're gonna be able to get easily, but I do want to give you things that is very, very hard to come by, maybe impossible to get early in the game. That you should have early in the game, like coal for torches. So anyway, I really can't think of anything else to say. You can watch the rest of this video. Just remember that the links to this information about this mod will be down below. It's on Dropbox. You can load it up with MC and my multi-MC AT launcher, as well as you can load it up. I have it set up to load into the Technic launcher, and finally there will be the link to the third-party Modpack creation thread for this Modpack in the Feed the Beast forums. So I hope you enjoy this. And I hope you look forward to seeing more developments. I'll keep you updated and do more videos as time goes on. Hopefully next time I will remember to use the mic. This is OpenWorldAddict out. See you some other time. Bye.